So I'm pretty sure I wasn't the first one to notice this, but I finally gained 500 subscribers.
Yay, let's celebrate! Or can we now? Yes, Jordan has reached 500 subs. Congratulations, Jordan. But wait, there's more.
Not just that, just YouTube in general scared me because I grew so fast. Even though Geronimo just surpassed me and kept bragging about it, I didn't know how to feel to basically feel like him. Being the 5 subscriber scout and basically going beyond that of that, I just felt scared.
Don't be, dude. It's just a number. No, but on a serious note, yes, 500 subs is a big number. I've achieved it and acknowledged it. It may not sound like it, but I've achieved it and acknowledged it. It may sound like, oh, it's just a number going up, but you gotta realize that's a lot of people watching you, and it's not easy to just speak in front of that many people. Jordan may not seem like it, but when I first met him, he wasn't as confident in himself as he is now. 500 will be scary to him, but I'm sure after a while he'll get used to it.
Not just that, but I'm pretty much promised a lot of you that this 5 subscribers, special was going to be one of the best videos out of any other video in my channel. But in the state that I was, depressed, somewhat suicidal, and just feeling negative in general, I didn't know if I could have put an up to it. What was the 5 subscriber video going to be about anyways?
Promises are hard to keep, I would know. But either way, it's important that you at least acknowledge them and to make sure that in the end, keep that promise. I used to make a lot of promises on the channel. Kind of stopped doing that because it would result in something crazy like listening to Megalovania for 1 hour. But I did it as a punishment. And in the end, that broken promise was fixed in the end. And I was glad nobody hated that I couldn't keep those promises. And in the end, that I fixed that broken promise. It's okay, Jordan. No need to burn yourself out about it. Nobody is perfect.
I've become demotivated of making a 5 subscriber video. Because if I made it, Geronimo was going to shut me down and basically be showing me all the things that I've done before that I hate.
What? Hold on, let me hear that again.
Geronimo was going to shut me down.
Well, I don't want to play the victim card, but all I'm going to say is that I had no intention of doing that. And all I wanted to do was congratulate you when I saw that number reach 500. But I guess people think differently. Let me hear the rest of that part.
Or other people are going to be saying, nah, this person's better. What's the whole point of you? And there was just so many scenarios I was thinking about and made me broken.
Wait, are my subs attacking Jordan? Or... Wait, I think he's saying that he's also worried about making a 500 sub special because I did one. He feels like people will attack him if he makes one because I made one. Guys, please don't do that. I'm not saying you would, but if some of you would do that, don't. I don't own the 500 sub special videos. Anyone can make one. Wait, maybe we need to listen a little more.
Especially with my past. There's so many videos I want to delete, yet they're a part of me. And I want to keep them, but I don't know what wants me to keep them. They're just so awful, and I just hate it, and constantly people use these videos against me to basically make me feel bad, to rethink my life, and just crying myself to sleep.
Do people do this? Who does this? Okay, to be fair, I have done videos with Jordan about watching his old stuff, but he mostly agrees to it. But it's also a way to reflect and look back to what got you here, to where you are. Whatever Jordan is ashamed of, I'd like to see it. What is it? Jordan, if you're watching, tell me. I'd like to see those videos you're talking about.
Why? How do you want me to change? How do you want me to become better? How do you want me to not become a pathetic person who can't even get their own job? How do you want me to be at least helpful?
I actually ask myself this sometimes. I always say, I've been doing the same thing over and over. Are people bored of this routine? Thus, I had a video schedule change recently where from Monday through Friday, I do 1 meme review video, 2 gaming videos, 1 collab, and 1 special video on Friday. And on Saturdays and Sundays are games that'll take more than 30 episodes to complete. And also I started doing 1 video a day because with school and other stuff in my life, I couldn't keep up with the 2 videos a day. So I stopped, took a step back, and did only 1, which has been more manageable for me. And about improving, yes, I have improved. My animations have a new style, my gaming videos are more edited now, and there's more, but this video isn't about me. It's about Jordan.
Constantly I'm thinking not just about YouTube, but other social medias and how I see myself. I was so toxic back then. I regret being like that. I've brought so many people to depression to the point they come back to me during high school and made my life a living hell. The things that are going on around the world are making me depressed and also responsible for me crying myself to sleep almost all night, which I laugh about.
Yes, I'll have to be honest. Yes, Jordan did become toxic a lot in the past, but it's because his friend group wasn't the best. And it shows when he says that they've come back to him and attacked him. You want to hang around people who will always have your back, and be careful of who your friends are, because the wrong group of people could send you into a world of trouble. I'll always help Jordan out in desperate times. When I know he's having trouble, I always stop what I'm doing, because if it's a suicidal thing, a human's life is more important than whatever the hell I'm doing.
My friends started acting much more different. Geronimo is acting much more different. Everybody's acting much more different.
In the course of a lifetime, a person changes. They can't always be the same person forever. It's a thing that happens to all of us. Except for Jordan. Now, there's actually some science behind this. Now, hopefully I don't get this info wrong, but when a person is going through stuff like this, they don't mature. They don't mentally age. Because of these struggles, they can't focus on moving on. Thus, their mental age and maturity pauses. Fortunately for me, I've had no such issues ever, and have been able to mentally and physically age and mature over time. That's why I've changed, especially now with my perspective of YouTube with the whole routine thing that I've discussed earlier. The reason Jordan notices these changes is because he is stuck where somewhere inside of him he can't mentally age and mature. And now this is a normal thing that happens to possibly a lot of people. 46% of people go through this every year, and unfortunately Jordan is one of them. But with help, he can finally move on.
Why, at this point of time, when I feel feared, do I get all this luck?
This can be two things depending on your beliefs. For example, in my family, we are Christians and believe in God. And normally when we're in a bad position, in life we pray for God. In life we pray to God for help. So I don't know if Jordan's doing the same, but somewhere, I think right now, God is looking after Jordan.
Why do I deserve this?
Because nobody deserves to be hurt. And nobody needs to suffer. I can't really explain why, but I know that nobody deserves to suffer alone.
I'm just a normal person who wants...
I read the description of this video and he apologizes for crying and worries that people will just say that he could edit it out. But then if there's no crying, how will we know if he was truly sad? Jordan shouldn't apologize. Hell, he didn't even have to open up to you. But he did. Because he has confidence in his community that he can get help from them. And will help him just as I always have helped him.
This is a day that my life changed. To finally a good one. And I want other people to have the same thing that I do. To help them improve. Not let them down like I used to. And to never become what I used to be.
I have a slight disagreement in this part, but mostly agree. Yes, everyone should be lucky and not suffer and always live happily. He wants to move past his old self and become a new person, I believe. But there's always something I tell myself when I look back to my older videos. These videos helped me to where I am now. It's okay to look back, just avoid the bad stuff, and always remember the good stuff that you did in the past.
Please take care. Remember that people care for you.
This is a lesson I've been waiting for Jordan to finally understand. In the past, we would have had some pretty nasty arguments, and some would result to him going to suicide as an option because he would think I didn't care for him. But the truth was that the whole time he was getting the wrong message. I never wish death upon anyone and think that it's pointless. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If you're ever in a situation like this, please stop everything you're doing and call the suicidal hotline. There are people out there who will listen to you. In the description, there's this part that reads, "Something I promised would be the best video on my channel, and all of a sudden have Geronimo, Kelly, Crazy, and other people shame me for my past and me just becoming depressed and all that." Now, I can't speak for Kelly and Crazy, also known as Aiden, but what I have to say about that is the only reason I do that is to have a look back to see what got him here and make jokes about it sometimes. I always try to have a laugh with friends, but sometimes it sends the wrong message. I've talked about things like this. Be careful what you say because it can affect someone in a positive or negative way. I guess my laughing at Jordan's old content sent a negative effect on him. I'm not making this video to clear my name, but it's a response to Jordan reminding him that I'm still his friend, and no matter what happens, I do not wish a terrible fate for him. I could have easily left a comment on the video, but I didn't. This whole entire video was scripted to make sure I wouldn't say anything stupid, and by far has been one of the toughest videos to make. Jordan, if you're watching this, you're my friend. Nothing will ever change that. I hope you keep making content and keep doing what you love making on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the full video about this topic. Subscribe to Jordan's channel. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.